and we've been making some good things happen in the city.
Okay. Let's take.
If it's in your brain,
Yeah, write it down.
This nigga's been around, bro. Like in the day, as far as the free food, I'm not even gonna try it out. I'm not even gonna.
I hate this channel. Man. No, I mean, saying it's some crazy shit. Like, I think probably one of my craziest moments recently is I got to tour and open up for oh my gosh, Killer Priest from Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
How was that?
That was fire, bro. So yeah, it did Dayton, Cleveland, and Fort Wayne locations.
Okay.
Yeah. And
You chop it up with him?
Yeah, oh yeah. And shit, linked up with him. I'm actually gonna be doing some music with him. He's from New York, but he lives in LA now.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's out there and he's podcasting. He's actually known as a podcaster now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So a lot of people know him for that, but yeah, he's, you know, he wasn't like a lot of the you know, like the fucking forefathers of the Wu, but they Wu-Tang Clan, when you think of Wu-Tang Clan, because a lot of people don't know about their history, but like they're so big, it's really like 20 members low key, you know, like but people only think about like the core 6-7 members, you know what I'm saying? But Priest is definitely one of their guys, so
That's crazy.
Tony with no residence. Girls up in a boss, yeah. If I want it, then I get it. Fuck the coast, yeah. Every app around me praying on the lows, yeah.
Hey, yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Chino Royale, KT. Don't know why. How y'all feeling? What's good? Look. It's that time for every blessing, every lesson. It's time for the check-in, baby. How you feeling today?
chilling, bro.
I'm
You
here
already
with
know.
what's your name, sir?
This your boy J-Tubbs, man. Represent, you know.
Mr. J Tuck. What's it been, like 30 years, bro?
It feel like forever, man, since we did the last joint.
I
so,
know. What
yeah.
was that? Like, cause we were just coming out of COVID.
Yeah.
At least like 21?
Yeah, it had to be
2021?
21 for sure.
Man, how you been since then? Like, what's been going on with you?
Chilling, man. Man, making music, rocking shows.
Okay.
You know, just a little bit of everything, man. Really dropped some projects, doing some, you know, some cool shit around town, I guess.
I already know you, man. Man, just watching your whole live gets me inspired, bro. Just like whether you're on social media or just in person, every time I see this man, I swear, I'm not trying to gas him up. I just see the smile with the hat cocked back. I'm like, I need to go do something right now.
No, man, just trying to stay inspired, man, and you know, continue to you know, just plant the seed, man, to make our city better when it comes to the culture, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop all together, so you know.
Of course. I appreciate you sliding again, man. You know, you always fam on this side. I'm gonna be checking up on you now. Look, more check-ins are coming, I promise.
Yes.
But go ahead for the fans at home. I know we talked about it before, but elaborate on who J-Tubbs is.
Okay. Well, you know, I go by J-Tubbs, artist, producer, DJ. Originally from Atlanta, Georgia, but you know, represent for Fort Wayne, Indiana. Been here for some time now, so pretty much from here.
Right.
But man, you know, I dab in a little bit of everything. So you catch me in your club, you catch me at your wedding, you catch me on, you know, at the local stages in the city rocking the set. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's real fire. You feel me? Like this is what I do. So you know, you catch J-Tubbs. You just catch J-Tubbs out and about. You feel me?
Of course.
Yeah.
So, how's the music been since the last time we talked, man? Like, walk us through that a little bit.
Okay. I say, honestly, it's been taking off, man. Been getting some opportunities to tour with some bigger names and stuff like that. So, you know, as we were talking a little bit earlier, got to tour a little bit with Killer Priest of Wu-Tang Clan.
Shout out.
Yeah, big shout out, man. That's big bro. And then, you know, of course, my guy Mickey Fax, that's another bro. Continuing to work with him and, you know, doing cool things, man. And yeah, you know, dropping new projects. Actually got 2 new joints coming up here in the next year, or not in the next year, in this year. Electronic and hip hop projects. So I ain't gonna say too much this year.
Yeah,
but
it's gotta be on the hush.
But we'll check in the next time when we get ready to drop.
But one member, you got like 19 more to go with Wu-Tang Clan. Like, man, he's like, it's like levels to this.
No, they got
Jizza all the way at the top.
Everybody, they got a team, man. Honestly, it's so crazy because, like, you know, we consider them some of the goats of hip hop,
right?
And then you get to like learning all the members and who was who and stuff like that. So when I first was like catching on to Killer Priest, I was just like, yo, like, I was like, no, this nigga's been around, bro. Like, I was like, he on all the important ass tracks, you know. It's like a lot of people don't talk about him as much, but no, he's definitely a value member of the Wu for sure.
Did you get to like chop it up with him a little bit?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
talk about just anything.
So the crazy thing is, so I was on tour with him, and we literally, I was his driver.
Really?
I was literally his driver, yeah, bro. So
just handpicked, or you just like threw you the keys?
Well, big shout out to my guy JoJo. He set it all up because he's actually Killer Priest's manager.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was just like, so I'm gonna need you to slide to Cleveland. You know, go to Ohio for a couple of dates, come back to Fort Wayne, do some dates. But it's just like, I need you to pick him up. You know what I'm saying? Show him a good time, get him to the venue, all that kind of good stuff. Make sure ain't no crazy shit going on. And then he's like, then you can also, like, if you have time or a space to do it, you know, I want you to perform your music too.
Right.
Because he's like, you'll be a good fit as an opener for him, you know? And I was like, yeah, shit, why not, you know? So yeah, bro, so it literally popped up. Priest didn't know who the fuck I was, you know what I'm saying? And it was all love, like, I mean, like, shit, like, he meet hundreds of people, you know what I'm saying?
How'd that go? Did it look like a fan, like he look at you like a fan or something?
Nah, he figured it out real quick. He figured it out
just
quick.
like, yo, what up, Priest?
Yeah, because I was like, bro, I'm here. He's like, oh, he's like, you JoJo boy. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, man, it was good, bro. You know, and all that. And, you know, everything got cool. He actually had somebody chasing him literally that night, bro. So
no way.
So I already had, like, I was already off gate, like, having to be like, yo, you know, this is green room. He don't need nobody back here right now. You know, like, I had to pull some of that shit. Like, it was funny as hell.
Tapping into everything.
Some lady was just wild, bro. Like, following him everywhere, and it was nuts.
From that city?
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, like she's just a stan. She's a Killer Priest stan.
All right.
Yeah, but she was acting real weird. Like, what are you doing? You should come take pictures with us, and you should come back to my place and this and this. And
oh my God.
She was on some like, yeah, sound like some like
just like, all right.
Human trafficking
Tubbs, you need to do something about this lady.
Yeah, so he was literally like for real trying to hide type shit. And I was like, nah, he chilling right now, getting ready before his set. You know, we can't let nobody back there.
That is crazy.
So yeah, so I literally played bodyguard to DJ to opening artist.
Getting a taste of all that. He's like, I need to know every ends of everything when it comes to a performance.
Nah, it was funny, man. It was funny though. But big shout out to Killer Priest, man, and everybody out there in Cleveland, Dayton, Fort Wayne, you know, a couple cities, man. So it was a great experience, man, getting to, you know, just, you know, rub shoulders with the legend like that.
Of course. And speaking of traveling, like, I know we're just talking about you going to LA and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how's it been in the past couple of years since we last seen you? Like, you just been traveling all over, just going back home to ATL, or like how's everything been?
A little bit, kind of doing a little bit of all of that, man. Mainly, you know, these days, I've been traveling a lot to do like either like festival gigs or doing the wedding gigs as far as DJ work.
Right.
So yeah, I've been traveling quite a bit for that, man. I actually been going to Vegas off and on because I get to do like, it's not a residency, but kind of like a temp DJ kind of situation where they send you assignments and you show up and you just rock. You know what I'm saying? But I get to play some pool parties over there and stuff like that. Man. And then, but yeah, I get to go home occasionally, rock a show, and obviously, you know, going out to LA and doing some music out there. So, man, it's been nice, bro. Like, it's really, for me, is the biggest part of that is probably the network aspect of it. You know, it's really like just shaking hands with a lot of people who's pretty much the same version of you, but in their city. You know what I'm saying? They out here, they grinding hard, but not necessarily have like the best sources to get to where they want to be. So the thing is, we've been kind of creating our own community in the underground circuit. You know what I'm saying? So I've been shook hands and, you know, mixed and hung out, open, all this kind of stuff for different artists like my homie Marcel P. Black. He's from Oklahoma.
Okay.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. So big shout out to Marcel. My homie Alfred Banks down in New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, that's another one, man. Teyamu Dinku, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Tony Patagonia in Chicago. Like a bunch of homies that are like the J Tubs.
Like,
Yeah, they're like the J Tubs in they city.
Okay,
type shit, you know what I'm saying? And then not to toot my own horn, but you know,
he's like low key.
yeah,
yeah, for real.
But you know, like we working our ass off, get to the next level. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, I just kind of just connected with them. And we just like, yo, bro, like shit, we pull up to your town, you take care of us, had a hospitality, this and that, and we do the same thing for you. And we just been doing that in different parts of the U.S. So I mean, even got to a point where we got to connect in Vietnam.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah, I was just telling you about my homegirl. Big shout out Felicia Cruz.
Yeah,
yeah,
man, that's dope, man. What's something that you noticed like from doing that stuff, like comparing like the what it's like in a smaller city such as Fort Wayne compared to those bigger cities? Like what's like the vibes like? Are they like similar? Or
I think it's similar. You'll get a lot of people saying they're bigger than what they are.
Yeah.
But I like to think that it's still a tight knit community when it comes to the arts in a sense of like music. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody just like recognizing the hustle, recognizing the hustle, and recognizing like just true talent. You know what I'm saying? Like we 2024, we in a space where most people aren't shopping for label deals anymore. Everybody's like, we create the situation, the climate. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be signed to hit major in your success as a musician or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can literally have your cult following in these towns.
Right. There's money all around.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a way of doing it. So it's just really just recognizing that those people, that J Tubbs and them, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, like I get your vibe, I understand you, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a lot of who I am, and just connecting with those type of people, you know what I'm saying? So that's mainly what it is for me.
So adding on to that, like what's something that you could say to somebody that's let's say just in Fort Wayne or anybody that's around the country or the world, what's something that you would say to them, like, hey, like when it comes to like, even if it's just making money or trying to grow your fan base,
yeah,
how can you start that?
I would say honestly, just don't quit. That's probably one of the biggest things for me, because longevity is that's tough, in the entertainment field. You know what I'm saying? Some people, like, they just think you're gonna get a home run right away. Like,
you're gonna be swinging and missing for a minute.
No, exactly. And you can have a song that hit, but nobody heard that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And the thing is, but you got to keep going. You gotta treat it like this is your first time out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I never get complacent, and especially for me, being somebody, I'm already a transplant to Fort Wayne, so I already feel like I have to work harder. You know what I'm saying? So like that's because people, it's like I don't have my childhood friends here. I don't have the homies I went to high school with and shit like that. It's like, no, everybody who fuck with J Tubbs, I literally earned that because these people don't know me.
Right. There's several people that are at least here in our field or like in the scene right here that aren't from here. Like, shout out Sumo, shout out you.
Yeah.
And like out here doing stuff, and like what's something that you did like when you first got here, like when if you don't mind me asking, when did you first get here?
Okay, so I got shit, man. So a backstory on me, I was pretty decent in basketball.
Okay.
Yeah. So big shout out to Indiana Tech, man. I was a two guard. I played two guard over there.
Hey.
Yeah, man. That was long. That was long before everybody knew J Tubbs, the rapper and the DJ.
Said I was the hooper.
Yeah, I was a basketball player, man. So yeah. So I went there in 2003. Graduated in 2008.
Okay.
Yep, and then I moved back home just for a brief period, but I ended up getting my day job and everything. So I'm a banker by day. You know what I'm saying? Everybody see J Tubbs on the bank, and they see J Tubbs on the stage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I came back because of my bank job. And I was already familiar with the city and all that good stuff. So once I came back that second time around, I connected with DJ Trend, Scott DeMarco.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is when Sweetwater was on Bass Road. Literally like a 2 garage kind of spot,
God,
bro. It was so small, bro. And to see what it is now, like over 7,000 jobs and fucking multi-million-dollar facilities and all this kind of stuff, it's crazy. But big shout out to DJ Trend, man. I did a talent show at IPFW. and I went to Indiana Tech, and I won their talent show.
Okay. Okay.
And part of the prize was you get free studio time at Sweetwater.
Hey.
So that's how that worked out. So I met Scott. He recorded me and all that good stuff, and he's like, "Yo, I know some people in town. You should jump on the show," and all this kind of stuff, and everything just kind of started unfolding from me meeting everybody else.
Yeah, shout out Scott too, because I know Scott too, but I know him from like working at Sweetwater. Like I was in the diner and stuff for like 6 years.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'd be out there consistently, like and like we would chop it up. He'd be like, "So how's this stuff going?" And like,
and give Scott some shares, man.
Yeah, for real.
He helped that place build, man, for real. So now big shout out to him, though, man, for real.
But what's something like knowing all that? Like, what's something that you would tell people that are even just coming in from this from out of state, out of city? How would they set up their, whether it's their music, their business, or anything? How would they network around?
Honestly, just going and making yourself seen. It's not even so much of even pushing your product or anything. Just go shake hands with people. Like, yo, I'm inspired to do this, or I'm aspiring to do this, and I want to come just check you out. And you go to this show, you're hearing the music, get to know the artist, you get to know about the venue, what the city are looking for, what the city's looking for in music and stuff like that. So it's a lot of ways to get started, but that's what I would say. Just go be a socialite. Go be a socialite, and now to kind of kick it off for you. Everything else is, obviously, you pay to get it done, and the sources for that is not that hard anymore.
The deeper I go down the rabbit hole, like in this stuff, like I'm starting to see that a lot of the stuff, and like let me know like what you think about this. But a lot of the stuff is just simple, but we overcomplicate it because of like going down it. Like we think that we need to do something that's super overly complicated when most of the time, like what you just said, is just like you're just shaking hands, you're just talking to one person who knows another person who knows another person who knows another person, and you just got to keep doing that. Like you said, it don't quit. Exactly.
And then especially if you're a personable type of person, it comes easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a people person, so it's like cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll go out and obviously every moment is not your moment. You know what I'm saying? So I can go out and just be a fan of hip hop. I can go out and just be a fan of this artist and just thoroughly be there just to support. And and you just, next thing you know, you just find yourselves in situations where it's just like, yo, like shit, Tubbs is around. He's shaking hands with people. He appreciates shit. We should work with him. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So that's kind of how it works.
Okay. What's something in the community that you could see that we could work on, or when it comes to just the scene in general?
I would say definitely music. I was about to say hip hop, but music in general. I just think all the OGs, man. I think the OGs need to be more willing to shake hands with the younger community that's coming in, instead of like gatekeeping or naysaying and stuff like that, because that's not the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So
you think that there's like a major disconnect between the two?
I think it is sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's why we're trying to get to a place where we gotta have the moments where we keep the culture alive, which that's what I'm doing with hip. I didn't get to talk to you much about this, but I'm in my second year of Hip Hop Convention Fort Wayne.
Hey.
So it's Hip Hop Con FW is what it's called.
Shout out.
With that, it's pretty much a celebration or a education and entertainment of the culture. So you got everything from the b-boy, the graffiti writer, the DJ, and the MC. That's the elements.
Okay.
And so we celebrate every element, or even several of them, in the events over a course of a weekend.
Okay.
So and you can come and you can pretty much you can come and we'll discuss and talk about the state of hip hop. And then we also have a party that's geared towards the East Coast, West Coast, down South, Midwest.
That's dope, bro.
So so it's just just educating people and just showing people like, yo, like, cause that's what hip hop was built on community.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you see somebody struggling, you see somebody wanting to inspiring to do some stuff like that. Like it's code. It's literally hip hop to help those people. You know what I'm saying?
I would say most of that stuff, like you just said, is like everything. I feel like the core of it is community.
Yeah.
But like maybe it gets overlooked a lot. So then like it might become like harder to appreciate where it came from, but then you doing the digging, like, and peeling back a lot of the stuff, it just always comes back there. But hey, man, I appreciate you sliding on out, showing love. You know, like I said, I'm gonna have you right back on here, and we gotta check up. Hopefully not every 4 years.
No, it'd be way sooner.
Yeah,
especially when I drop them projects. So you know.
Oh, you already know.
Get some feedback.
Hey, we're gonna definitely be breaking down each one of those bars. I'm gonna have you on here. I'm gonna be like, hey, I gotta hear every explanation of every one of these bars.
Got some heat for you.
Yes, sir. But one more question before we get up on out of here. You keep on, you know, killing it on out there, and $1 million and like whatever. Hey, I'm just saying.
Speaking to existence.
I'll manifest it for the man. $1 million right over there. I'm just saying. But where do you see all this stuff going in the next couple of years? What is going to be the overall end game still of the mission that you are traveling down right now on your path?
Honestly, it's just just building literally my own infrastructure to how an MC can make it, or MC producer DJ can make it on the independent scale. You know, shout out to all the other guys that's also planting those seeds to live that way. But you know, learning through Mickey Facts, that's kind of what he told me. But living off your own efforts, man, and just building, not necessarily waiting on a record deal, but moving it in a way where it's like I respect the culture and the craft, and not so money driven. But I mean, obviously we still need money to live and do what we do, but allowing the culture in me to like continue to manifest, you know, to just manifest these great situations with building a community of great artists and creatives and stuff, but also me doing what I love to do, being passionate about it still, and not getting so lost in the sauce of just trying to make money.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's where it's at for me, bro. I'm not like, I mean, if I got signed tomorrow, like absolutely, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But I'm at peace in the sense of like I want to create. That's where I'm at.
And I know I've said it a lot, and I know I'm gonna get flack for it, but like one of my favorite quotes is from Mac Miller, you know, R.I.P. But like, it's just like
I got Mac tat on my leg.
Hey, shout out!
Don't trip. Don't trip.
Don't trip. If you know, you know. But
don't trip.
But I remember, like, from an interview he said that most of us, you know, struggle with the journey only because of we're too focused on how much we have left to climb rather than how far we came.
Yeah.
And I struggle with that. I know every artist does, because sometimes it's hard to look in the mirror sometimes. But I know at the end of the day, like, that's how you find the beauty in all the moments too. Is like, you hear it off of like every artist. You hear, such as yourself. You hear about like all the beautiful things that you can discover within the journey.
Yep.
And then you hear about all the other crazy stuff, like when people are actually on top, where they're just like, man, I miss all this other stuff. Money still comes with problems. So
they get disconnected. Like like they forget why they love what they do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I never want to get to a point where it's like that. So that's where I value the independent route, and just, you know, you can do things more freely. And, you know, obviously it may not meet the masses as much, but, you know, big shout out to artists like, you know, some of my favorite, I should say, like Big Crit. He's gonna always be one of my favorite, but he's paved the way to be a national recognized MC, respected producer and stuff as well, and not have to follow those laws or those rules. You know what I'm saying? The same with Mickey Facts and several others.
Of course.
You know, so that's really the lane that I see myself in, man. And just staying happy, staying true to what I believe hip hop is, and and just like I said, and just, you know, creating or help curate the next generation of MCs and producers and DJs to do the same thing, and understand we don't need these record labels. We don't need records or radio stations. You know what I'm saying? Because they not playing the good shit. Like, you know, like let's just be honest.
So talk to them.
Since we here, you know what I'm saying? They ain't playing the good shit.
Stop hitting them. Stop hitting them.
But no, that's the, you know, like the more of us that's coming up and speaking and you know, just valuing the culture, man, it'll help make things be seen. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Kendrick and, you know, and J. Cole. I would say, you know, I can't really say I like Drake too, but when you thinking from like an MC standpoint,
you gotta talk from the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what's up, brother? All right.
which is definitely understandable. But like I said again, man, I appreciate you. You know, not to gas anybody up that comes on here, but I definitely got to give you all your flowers. And
I appreciate that, bro.
Even with you not being from here, man, I consider you one of the greatest and one of the best local legends that we have here.
That's
and I see how far. I may not have followed you from the beginning of your journey, but I've like just from hearing it, like you sound like you came a long way, and I definitely love seeing what you're doing now and how hard you keep climbing, man.
That's love, bro. I appreciate it. Hey, likewise, man.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all make sure y'all support and checking out Chino. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Hey, that's all I need. That's all I need in life. So I'm done with all these interviews. No, I'm playing.
No, for real, bro. No, like, gotta give yourself the flowers too, man. That's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you're doing some cool shit too. And the thing is to be multifaceted. That's another lane, because people don't understand that. Because like even I understand what you do because I'm doing several hats too, and people don't know like it takes a lot to be dope in each fucking thing.
A lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of learning.
So that's another thing that we can shit talk on.
Yeah, that's it. Stop hitting them.
Yeah, they focus on being good at one thing. I'm focused being good at 5 different things.
So throw in the towel. God damn it, Tom.
I'm dope at all the fucking things I do. You know what I'm saying? We're just talking a little shit.
But hey, man, you got to talk to him, Tom. But hey, go ahead and shout out any place we can find you, because we need to find you, so.
Man, I'm mainly on Instagram these days, man. So you can check me out on there at IAMJTUBBS, as well as Facebook JTubbs. But you can type in IAMJTUBBS pretty much on anything. Just Google that shit, IAMJTUBBS, and bring up my website, all that good stuff.
That's it. Legend, amazing guy, Mr. JTubbs. But until next time, stay royal out there.
My residence, bitch don't need more friendship, but chillin' with